Most people spend their entire lives working for money. But wealthy people, they flip the script and make money work for them. And I'm about to show you exactly how they do it. What's up? This is Wealth Plugs, and if you're serious about building real wealth, hit that subscribe button right now because we break down money strategies that actually work. Drop your location in the comments too. I want to see where my wealth builders are watching from. Here's the hard truth. Saving money alone will never make you wealthy. If you're putting money into a regular savings account earning less than 1% interest while inflation runs at 3 to 4% annually, you're actually losing money every single year. Your purchasing power is shrinking. That's the trap most people are stuck in without even realizing it. So what's the solution? What builds wealth faster than anything else? It's asset acquisition. Specifically, acquiring income-generating assets that put money in your pocket whether you're working or not. This is the fundamental difference between the wealthy and everyone else. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to start building your asset portfolio, even if you're starting from zero. Let's start with understanding what an asset actually is. An asset is anything that generates income or increases in value over time. Notice I said generates income. A fancy car is not an asset, it's a liability because it costs you money in maintenance, insurance, and depreciation. Your primary home, while it might appreciate, is also technically a liability because it costs you money every month in mortgage, taxes, and upkeep. Real assets include things like dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, online businesses, digital products, royalty-generating content, and peer-to-peer lending platforms. These are vehicles that create cash flow. They work for you around the clock. Here's why this approach builds wealth faster than anything else. When you have income-generating assets, you create multiple streams of revenue. You're no longer dependent on a single paycheck. If one income stream slows down, you have others supporting you. Plus, these assets compound over time. The money they generate can be reinvested to acquire more assets, which generate more income, which buys more assets. That's the wealth snowball effect. Now let me break down the exact steps to start acquiring assets, even on a tight budget. Step 1 is to shift your mindset from consumer to investor. Every time you're about to spend money on something, ask yourself this question. Is this a liability or an asset? Will this purchase put money in my pocket or take money out? Start tracking your spending for 30 days. Use a simple spreadsheet or an app like Mint or an app. You'll be shocked at how much money disappears on subscriptions you don't use, impulse purchases, and convenience spending. That leaked money is your asset acquisition fund. Most people can find $200 to $500 per month just by cutting unnecessary expenses. That's your starting capital. Don't think you need thousands of dollars to begin. You don't. Small, consistent investments beat large, sporadic ones every single time. Step 2 is to start with low-barrier digital assets. This is where beginners should focus first because the entry cost is minimal and the learning curve is manageable. One of the best options is dividend-paying index funds through platforms like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. You can start investing with as little as $1 on some platforms. Here's what makes this powerful. Index funds give you instant diversification across hundreds of companies. You're not betting on a single stock. You're buying small pieces of the entire market. And dividend-paying funds send you cash payments regularly, usually quarterly. These dividends can be automatically reinvested to buy more shares, which generates more dividends. That's compounding in action. Let's look at a real example. The Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF, ticker symbol VIG, has historically returned around 8 to 9% annually when you include dividend reinvestment. If you invest $300 per month into a fund like this, in 10 years you'd have approximately $55,000. In 20 years, over $180,000. And that's assuming you never increase your monthly contribution. Another low-barrier option is creating digital products. If you have knowledge or skills in any area, you can package that into an ebook, online course, template, or printable and sell it on platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, or Teachable. The beautiful part about digital products is you create them once and sell them infinitely. There's no inventory, no shipping, no physical overhead. Pure passive income potential. Step 3 is to explore fractional real estate investing. Real estate has always been one of the most reliable wealth builders, But most people think you need $50,000 for a down payment. Not anymore. Platforms like Fundrise, Realty Mogul, and Arrived let you invest in real estate with as little as $10. Here's how it works. These platforms pool money from multiple investors to purchase residential or commercial properties. You own a fractional share of that property. As the property generates rental income and appreciates in value, you receive proportional returns. Fundrise, for example, has delivered average annual returns between 8 and 12% over the past several years. The advantage here is diversification. Your money is spread across multiple properties in different markets, reducing your risk. You're not a landlord dealing with tenant calls at midnight. The platform handles all property management. You just collect the returns. Step 4 is understanding tax-advantaged accounts and using them strategically. This is where most people leave thousands of dollars on the table. If your employer offers a 401k match, you need to contribute at least enough to get the full match. That's literally free money. If your employer matches 50% of your contributions up to 6% of your salary, and you're not contributing, you're turning down a guaranteed 50% return. No investment beats that. Beyond employer plans, open a Roth IRA if you're eligible. With a Roth IRA, you contribute after-tax money, but all the growth and withdrawals in retirement are completely tax-free. Imagine building a portfolio worth $500,000 and paying zero taxes when you withdraw it. That's the power of a Roth IRA. For 2026, you can contribute up to $7,000 per year to a Roth IRA if you're under 50, or $8,000 if you're over 50. Maximize this every single year if possible. Even contributing half that amount, $3,500 annually, invested in a diversified portfolio earning an average 8%, gives you over $400,000 in 30 years, completely tax-free. Step 5 is building a side business that generates active income first, then systematize it into passive income. This is the fastest wealth acceleration strategy. Start a service-based business using skills you already have. Freelance writing, graphic design, video editing, social media management, bookkeeping, virtual assistants. Use platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or Freelancer to find your first clients. Here's the key. As you're earning active income from client work, document your processes. Create standard operating procedures. Then hire someone on platforms like onlinejobs.ph or Upwork to handle the work while you focus on getting more clients. You've just transformed active income into semi-passive income. You're earning money from the business operations, not just your personal labor. Take this even further by creating courses or templates based on your expertise. If you're a graphic designer who specializes in Instagram templates, create a pack of 50 templates and sell them on Creative Market or Etsy. Every sale is passive income. You did the work once, but you get paid repeatedly. Step 6 is reinvesting your asset income strategically. This is where wealth compounds exponentially. When your dividend stocks pay out, don't spend that money. Reinvest it into more shares. When your digital product makes a sale, use that profit to create another product or invest in dividend funds. When your real estate investment distributes returns, put that money into another fractional property. The biggest mistake new investors make is treating investment returns like extra spending money. Those returns are your wealth-building fuel. Reinvest aggressively in the beginning when your portfolio is small. This is how you go from a few $100s in assets to tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. Let me show you the math on this. If you start with $5,000 in a dividend fund yielding 4% annually, that's $200 in dividends the first year. If you reinvest those dividends and add $300 monthly, after 1 year you have approximately $8,800. Keep that going for 10 years with consistent reinvestment, and you're looking at over $50,000. After 20 years, over $170,000. After 30 years, over $400,000. Same strategy, just time and consistency. Step 7 is protecting and diversifying your assets. Don't put all your money into one investment type. Spread your risk across different asset classes. Have some money in dividend stocks for growth and income. Have some in real estate for stability and cash flow. Have some in digital products or online businesses for high-margin returns. Have an emergency fund in a high-yield savings account for liquidity. This diversification protects you when one market sector underperforms. If the stock market dips, your real estate holdings might stay stable. If real estate slows down, your digital products keep generating sales. You're building a resilient wealth ecosystem. Also, protect your assets legally. If you're building a business, consider forming an LLC to separate your personal assets from business liabilities. Get proper insurance coverage. Don't skip these steps just because you're starting small. The habits you build now scale with your wealth. Here's what this looks like in practice. Let's say you're 25 years old, earning $40,000 per year. You cut expenses and find $400 per month to invest. You split that into $200 in a dividend index fund, $100 in fractional real estate, and $100 building a freelance side business. In year one, your investments might generate a few $100s in returns. Not life-changing yet, but you reinvest everything and stay consistent. By year 5, your portfolio has grown to over $30,000, generating around $2,400 per year in passive income. Still working your job, but you now have an extra $200 per month in cash flow. By year 10, you've built a portfolio worth over $80,000, generating around $6,400 annually in passive income. Your freelance business is now systematized and brings in another $12,000 per year with minimal time input. You've created nearly $20,000 in annual income outside your job. By year 20, your assets exceed $300,000, generating over $24,000 per year passively. Your business has scaled and adds another $30,000 annually. You're making more from your assets than many people make at their jobs. That's how wealth is built. Not through lottery tickets or get-rich-quick schemes. Through consistent asset acquisition, reinvestment, and patience. The wealthy understand this. They buy assets relentlessly while everyone else buys liabilities. One more critical point. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. There's never a perfect time. The market will always have uncertainty. There will always be reasons to delay. Start small, start now, and adjust as you learn. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Your goal isn't to become a millionaire overnight. Your goal is to build a system that generates increasing income without requiring more of your time. That's true wealth. That's financial freedom. And it starts with acquiring your first income-generating asset this month. If this video gave you clarity on building wealth through assets, smash that like button. Subscribe to Wealth Plugs for more strategies that actually work. And drop a comment telling me which asset type you're starting with first. Are you going dividend stocks, fractional real estate, digital products, or something else? Let me know below. Remember, every wealthy person you admire started exactly where you are now. The only difference is they took action. Your future self will thank you for the assets you start acquiring today. Let's build that wealth together.